Hi dears, here I am for the part 2 of dealing with idioms video, right? So we were talking about how to not only to learn about idioms but how to memorize them, how to apply them in the appropriate contexts. How can we do that? So my way to work with idioms is to build up glossaries. And one tool I recently found out, is called Quizlet.com. It provides you a tool that where you can build up glossaries and just play with them. So you can work with it as flashcards, as spellers, games, and so you create themes and you start working with your glossaries, and so you can, and they all and they keep and they stay in the data of your profile, and you can always access your glossaries, so you can always have everything that you've been studying right up there to be accessed. And so I've been in love with this too, Quizlet.com. Another exercise that I always do with myself as a learner of English myself is to try to connect the ideas with movies and music. At the blog you can find my thoughts on this. Recently I posted I posted a text where we discussed the expression "miss the boat" and how I connected with a French movie that I recently watched on TV, and so it works for me because I can always remember that meaning of that expression, and it gets easier to apply in the appropriate contexts. So it's my idea of working with it. So building up glossaries and connecting ideas, connecting your idioms, your expressions with images or sounds or some music that you like or some movies that you like. Last week I worked with this book with one of my students, Idioms in Action, through pictures. So it really works. I've just shown the one picture to my student and presented the expression, and she said, and I asked her, is this a positive or a negative meaning? And through the picture she could of course say that it in the case it was a negative meaning. So she said it's negative, and she said she could link the meaning to a negative idea and to the context that was applied. So this is pretty much what I do with myself and my students. Connections with pictures, musics, movies, and glossaries. Just one thing about the glossaries. I told you about the Quizlet.com, but which is marvelous. But if the glossaries that you do it by yourself with your own handwriting, they work very well. One tip, just to build up these glossaries on your own, is that don't forget that to put it in the alphabetical order. In our language, right? Portuguese. Because if you want to find the expression, you will, and you don't remember the meaning, how are you going to find it in your glossary, in your list? Right? So put it in Portuguese and in alphabetical order, and then you will always have to your service one good list of expressions and idiomatic expressions to use and work in English. All right? Hope I have helped you with that. See you next time. Bye bye.